Hello everybody, it's GuidingHalo. This is going to be your daily hope for, I guess it's going to be Monday tomorrow. September 13th to be exact. Alright, let's find out what messages Spirit has for us for tomorrow, Monday, September 13th. What messages? Singer. Sing healing songs for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. So, coming into alignment with a purpose. Now, in each area of our lives, it could be, not saying this for everybody, but in each area of our life, whether it's relationship, we have a goal there. Whether it's work, we have a goal there. Whether it's, whatever it is, we have a goal there. And as we work to bring these things into fruition, and we have our soul songs that we want to sing, there's certain things that we can do to help ourselves along. And one of those is about learning. One of them is about deciding to cast a wider net. Some of them is about power. Some of those things are about power, embracing the power that you have within you. Elements, as in all areas of your life, as in everything you have at your fingertips, or even in your soul memory. Focus your intentions. The greatest dragon is within you. There's something that somebody wants here, and they're not willing to give up. The problem is, I don't think anyone's given you a roadmap to it. That's what I'm getting. There's no roadmap. There's been no help. There's been confusion. The good thing about it is if there's been confusion, it still means there's desire. If there's no confusion and someone just knows what they want and that's that, then that's good too. Because you're headed in a certain way, unless it leaves you in a power or feeling of lack. Then that's not good either. Sanctuary. Embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. So there's something about renewing yourself here, taking some time out, some learning process, some meditation, some listening to advice, enjoying the quiet time that you have, not necessarily thinking of as a negative, but enjoying the solitude that you have and trying to find ways to grow yourself. Grow yourself for the next adventure, whatever that adventure is, whatever that adventure brings to you. There's something really, now is a good time for study and gathering information, enjoying being the student, not necessarily the time to trudge really fast forward with something, but, yeah. So it's about union, huh? The sacred union's been upside down, partnership, romance. The Lady of Lightning, total paradigm shift. This is in reverse, so we're going to have to read these in reverse. For challengers, something that's been challenging us as a collective, as even in your relationship with the divine, could be even your relationship with work. So let's read those and see what comes up. First one, Lady of Lightning, card number 35. It's 8. It's something about shock and awe. Shock and awe. As a challenger, unpleasant news, an unexpected shock, or an overall sense of powerlessness are the aspect you may experience when the Lady of Lightning appears as your challenger. This is a time when you may be forced to make a change you don't want to make. A situation may suddenly turn in a different direction than you'd hoped it would. This is a sign of difficulty and unwanted surprises, but consider the idea of a thunderstorm and how beautifully charged with electricity the world is after it passes. It will always pass, because that is the nature of the storm. Your difficulties will too, as that is the way of things as well. In the realm of the Lady of the Lightning, it's prudent to engage the law of non-resistance. Relax and wait out the storm in the shelter of your faith, hence the sanctuary, and gathering your internal power about how you want to move forward. Relax and wait out the storm in shelter of your faith and goodwill, trusting that all will be well, even if it doesn't seem like it in the moment. Wonderful new life has an opportunity to grow when the storm passes. The Lady of Lightning would much prefer to be your ally anyway. Now, before I read that in reverse, let's make sure the whole deck's not in reverse here. No, it's not. Okay, good. Just checking, because I get in trouble from all y'all. And I mean, a girl could hope, right? So, union. 27, the Sacred Union. I have a feeling that there was some plans maybe to come together with somebody or something, but there has been I would say there's been a stall in the process. Definitely been a stall in the process. That's what it sounds like. Sacred Union as a challenger warns you to be careful of your associations at this time. You may be entering into a situation that will cause more aggravation and drama than you can handle. Be mindful, as well, of addicted tendencies in making partnership commitments. Are you choosing from an obsessive need to distract yourself from moving forward in your life? Are you ignoring the red flags in order to change the course of events that suit you? Could it be possible that you're the recipient of mixed messages? This is a time to put a little distance between you and your query. More will be revealed to help you make the correct choice to support your soul's growth. So there's something the Divines really want you to look at here. A trajectory that you're headed on, a sacred union. Maybe it's just not good timing, something going on that's causing an issue. I think there's an intuitive nudge and a knowing about something else, and I really believe they're asking you to step back and take a few. Whether this is about relationship, or this is about job, or this is about divine path, it's about harnessing your power, call in the elements to give you support, focus your intentions. The greatest dragon is within you. Maybe there's something you needed to learn first before it could go forward. An important it's like a flaw, not even a flaw, but something that was really going to show you the root of what a cause or something in a situation is. This could be by something you watch online. This could be by something that you study, or a book you're reading, or whichever, but it's something that will enlighten you to the root cause of how human beings function in relationship and how they function in job, as simply as males and females on the planet. Now, we can all talk about spiritual stuff, divine, feminine, masculine, whatever. Okay, so I'm just saying that males were, the hunter persons, and women's were the gatherer persons, and they communicate differently, even in the job place. Patience. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So there's something very important here. The studying that you're doing, the thought processes you're going through, the things you're learning. Oh, look at that. I got to take that card that flipped. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So there's something definitely that someone's going to learn that is of key importance before you move forward. Because you can't heal a situation and just go blindly into something. If this is a healing, perhaps it's healing with an employer. It could be healing with family. It could be healing with a relationship, or two coming together because of the healing. But if you are like myself, you are brought here to help heal and to be healed. But what is your part in the allowing of the healing? I'm going to tell you, if there's something you're confused about, that is a good thing, because at least you're not dead in the water with it. If you're confused about it, I would highly suggest you go watch stuff on YouTube, maybe by Tony Robbins, or There's so many on YouTube that you can listen to that really give sound advice. And you'll find something that makes sense to you. Maybe meditate first and ask the divine to show the way there. Show you the way there. You are loved. Create a new way to be in your life. Return to love. You have the support and love of the universe as you step through the veils of perceived responsibilities into freedom. No one has been placed upon this earth to make you happy, just it is not your responsibility to make anyone else happy. Your job is to feel the best you can in every moment, freeing yourself and everyone else of the idea that we have to please others to be loved. Now, I want to say that I believe that if you were running around trying to please others in order to show them they're loved, that's an issue, because I would highly suggest that there's a lack of understanding how your significant other works or understands you, understands to which the level, you communicate, or vice versa. You are so loved by the whole universe. Accept this love and feel all of your relationships deepen, becoming more authentic and unconditional. You are love and you are loved. There could be somebody who put a hold on you, asked you to do something or be something or do something that was out of your norm, because and perhaps in aspect of that, you expected them to fill that role because they asked you not to do that. And when they didn't, I think your basic need for happiness, shelter, survival, protectiveness, all those sorts of things, if you're a female, and if you're a male, your need for clarity and to feel like you're valued and to feel like you're the hunter and to feel like you could create all of these beautiful movements forward was absolutely swatted for both sides. It was just diminished, and you didn't even realize you were doing that. This could be in a work situation, okay? You didn't even realize you were doing that. It's like somebody says, well, I want to work with you, but like, can we be friends and we'll just work it together and we'll this and we'll that and we'll everything else, and you're like, okay, yeah, but then you start to realize, wait a second, like, where's the time? Where's the time payment for my time? Or in a relationship, it's like, what am I getting in return? The thing is it should be not 50-50, it should be 100-100 every time. Every single time, straight across the board, I kid you not, it should always be 100-100. Now, if someone comes into a relationship saying to you it should be 50-50, say, no, I don't do 50-50 relationships, thank you very much. I do 100 relationships. And if they ask you what that's about, well, you go ahead and tell them that if they're only in the relationship with you for 50% and they're 50% for themselves, that's going to be an issue. Because we're talking about love here. We're talking about unconditional love. We're talking about how you love others and how others love you. Okay, so how's the divine trying to open your heart here? Compassion. You demonstrate the language of heart by actively sharing and living love. I think there could be people here that have not been able to understand how to be love or how to communicate or even how to understand people due to a trauma that they've shared or had on this planet here as you're living here. And this trauma very much could have caused a fracture in your understanding of what love was for a reason. Why? Because you need to come into a new way of loving and a new way of understanding love. Actively sharing and living love. How can you be actively sharing and living love? Compassion. It's about having compassion. Understanding who it is you're working with and why they're being the way they're being. Freedom and responsibility. Look at that. So there's a variation here, hey? Can you actually start to understand that there's new psychic insights coming in saying that the idea that you even have responsibility, those are things you've chosen and you've been free to choose them? You see? You are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. There's a responsibility in being aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. There's a responsibility to it. When you express that kind of love, there's a responsibility to flow with it and to basically have learned what you're preaching. Freedom. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. So someone is really having an activation in heart space, in understanding love, in understanding how men, women of all ages, genders, and whichever work together. It's like, yeah, totally. I believe there's a paradigm shift coming for a lot of people about love and about your place in relationships and about how you can feel empowered by understanding primal, relationships in basic scientific fact. All right, let's pull a postcard from Spirit. Postcard from Spirit. Dearest you, I pulled this one last week too. The common saying, be in the world but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. Do not take this world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play, and we have many ideas about how all this should play out. Just know, the outcome doesn't matter as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There's a real freedom in knowing and accepting this, which is your responsibility, you see. So will you wear the world loosely or will it straitjacket you? It is your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to. And when it comes to manifesting, don't worry about the how or even the why. We have that covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Look at that. Look at that. Now I'm going to read this Flower of Life card again. Create a new way to be in your life. Return to love. You have the support and love of the universe as you step through the veils of perceived responsibility. No word of a lie, two different decks. Perceived responsibility, what you perceive your responsibilities to be, and what they actually are. Look at that, universe. This is amazing. Create a new way to be in your life. Return to love. You have the support and love of the universe as you step through the veils of perceived responsibility into freedom. You're starting to realize that what you have learned and what you are bringing to the table is actually going to bring freedom for others. No one has been placed upon this earth to make you happy. Just it is not your responsibility to make anyone else happy. Your job is to feel the best you can in every moment, freeing yourself and everyone else of the idea that we have to please others to be loved. You are so loved by the whole universe. Accept this love and feel all of your relationships deepen, becoming more authentic and unconditional. You are love and you are loved. Wear the world loosely, my friends. Don't expect everything to show up as you would like it to have. And in fact, it's talking about, getting rid of expectation. It's what people say they will do. Wear it loosely. Show love and compassion. Someone says, hey man, I said I was going to do this thing and I just can't. I'm sorry. I'm in a real spot, blah, blah, blah. Show love and compassion because everybody is where they're at for a certain reason or time or whatever they're doing, and it's their choice. So it's really important to take the responsibility on stepping a universe as you step through the veils of perceived responsibility. So these are responsibilities that you thought were yours to cure a situation, to fix a situation, to this a situation, or to be some other way, to expect somebody to come and fix you, fix your situation, fix whatever. But the responsibility is that you are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. So if you've not been having great thoughts about a situation, you really need to come into new understanding. And I believe that's what the divine is bringing this about. And in having that new perceived understanding, these two cards here are going to flip upright and you are going to experience a sense of freedom. And I think with you understanding this responsibility, the other person and facing them with compassion, job-wise or relationship-wise, the other person and facing them with compassion will set them free. You see, they're trying to please, I feel, Perhaps you trying to please everybody all at once. And there's just no pleasing everybody, my friends. I love you. I hope this message resonates. I'll talk to you again.